Scenes.
The
Scenes.
It's fairly easy for Hideous Mutant Freak stars Randy Quaid, Brooke Shields, and Mr. T to get into character. But other actors in this comic horror movie, including Alex Winter, need up to 3 hours in the makeup chair before they're ready to hit the set. This is how Derek McGrath has spent his early mornings during the shoot.
Okay, time to go. There you are. Is that forward enough? This head, being that he's a worm, his face has to blend into that. So what we do is we have appliances that are glued onto his face, and then the edges are then glued onto this headpiece. And then we blend it all out with color.
Bake for 350, at 350 for about an hour and a half, and then we're done. This is the first steps in a process that takes roughly 3 hours, just for the head.
And then there's the rest of the body, which the top half is right behind Tony, who's, there's probably about, how many people involved in this design, Tony?
4 or 5.
5? This Tony Gardner, his shop designed about 4 characters. 4 characters in this, so I only put it on, I didn't design it.
The worm is a character that the main goal was to not make it look like a man in a sleeping bag, to try and integrate the face into the body. So the goal was to try and stretch out his features, his cheekbones, his nose, his brows, and make surface texture and stuff spread out over his face so that the face looked incorporated into the head instead of a separate entity. And then once that was figured out and we'd done a few tests, it was fairly easy then to work our way down the body and just, you know, add to that.
Okay, that's it. That's it. All done. You can go play.
Transformation is complete. Time to wake up. Go to work.
While McGrath gets into the rest of his costume, another team prepares the Rick Monster.
I'm just making sure that everything is in its proper place. It's a virtual cornucopia of wires and such. The foundation of this is a body cast of Vince himself, the actual actor. Did a lot of casting on him, did his head, his body, his arms, and his feet. From there, we then mold and cast and make all the understructures and things of that nature in the shop. And then after we have all that, all the foundation, all the skins and everything fabricated, then we build the mechanics that go inside. We use RC stuff that's used in RC cars and RC radios, RC airplanes that are, you know, over-the-counter equipment. And then we just modify it to suit our needs. There are about 26 servos that run various functions throughout the head. As you can see, little levers and things moving back and forth. You want to fire up everything, just cycle it. All kinds of fun stuff moving around. The levers are push-pull. Cables go up through the housings. And as you come around to the front, you'll see that it causes a variety of movements. Right now we're putting on the overcoat that fits over the mechanism. There's a void in the back of it that accommodates the motors and the batteries and the receivers and all the hardware that makes the face move. It weighs about 47 pounds, the entire rig. Had to make a special chest harness package that it would all hook onto so it would displace the weight over his shoulders and onto his hips. Otherwise, he'd have to support it on his head, and I don't think he'd like that. They're putting on the monster gloves, and we baby powder his arms up so they slide on easily. They're made out of foam latex, and the fingers are either urethane, flexible urethane, or dental acrylic. The tops of them are then zipped to the biceps of it so they don't slip off, and then camouflaged over with the costume by covering it.
Come on, this is a business. We got a job to do, and that's it.
Okay. So does everybody know what we're reacting to here? Some of you guys just came in. The main thing that we need this for is your reaction to macaroons, and you find out, you realize that you're all of you guys except for the one that's saved.
Okay.
So we can get the antidote line. Everyone's reaction. You come forward and you hear the antidote, and you stay there. You're hanging on his words until you hear the macaroons, and then it's the looks to each other, and then come forward at the end. Let's get a good look for the bonk, and then just start to walk forward at the end, and then we'll cut.
These guys in these big suits can't hear. They can't breathe either, which is a problem. But the only way to communicate with them is with a microphone. They have little earpieces inside, so it's pretty difficult. This scene in particular, the end of the film with these big monsters. Stewie, guys? Yeah. He's going to give him a little reaction when he says, wait, you want to find out about the antidote? She got a little eyebrow. He's going to look down at Tim. Okay. So his eyeballs should go down to Tim. Okay. And then when he says, I baked them into a delicious batch of macaroons, he's going to kind of suck his head back and he should open his mouth and smile. Do we have enough film if we do that?
And action! I think you crushed my spinal cord. I can't feel anything in my fingers.
Well, maybe you'll feel this.
What's up? Wait. If you kill me, you'll never find the antidote.
What antidote?
A time-release serum. I baked it into a delicious batch of macaroons.
Well, if you ask me, you skipped on the coconut.
Walk forward. Walk forward. And cut! Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Up next, it's time for one star to say goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. I swear, I'm leaving. Have a hug. All right. I can take a hint.